Nelson Mandela Bay is hosting a series of events over the Easter long weekend. However, the weather appears to have put a halt to some of those events. The Spar Splash Festival organisers have decided to temporarily close the gates of the Splash Festival due to strong winds and severe weather. Siphosethu Booi is standing by to give us a little bit more. Siphosethu, by no stretch of the imagination, is one of meteorologists, but the weather looks not so bad there. So why did festival organisers decide to call it off?
Well, we have Darren Manga, who is the Nelson Mandela Bay Splash Festival project manager. He'll answer that question for us. But I guess PE literally just speaks for itself. It's known to be a windy city. This wind disturbing the entire plans of the residents of Nelson Mandela Bay, including the organisers, is no surprise. Darren, one more time, thank you very much for joining us. Please first clarify the issue of the temporarily closed and us coming back here again tomorrow, and to the rest of the residents.
Summed up in 2 words: safety first. We made an informed decision based on information we got from the South African Weather Service. The authorised member from SAPS made the decision due to the excessive and menacing winds we experienced this morning. It was just not safe for people to enter the festival. So, for today, we're expecting this to end around about 6, 7 o'clock tonight. But tomorrow morning, it's all systems go.
Please speak to us about some of the festivities that the residents of Nelson Mandela Bay and tourists can expect. We do know that Jay Something's going to be here. Zola Nene is also here tomorrow. Speak to us about some of the other activities.
So there's stuff happening all weekend. One of the firm favourites has just returned to Splash Festival now, is the wrestling that starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It is followed by a day of festivities. We've got food. We've got food trucks for every possible taste over here. We've got our new Galaxy Bingo Beach Arena. We've got multiple stages with entertainment of a lot of local acts and national acts. Then we've got a new spa for flavours, cooking demonstration tent, which over the next few days we'll see Zola Nene. It will see Tim and Cherise from My Kitchen Rules fame. And the big one is Jay Something on Sunday, after which he will perform just after Biggie on the main stage. So we've got a jam-packed festival packed for the rest of this weekend.
Of course, it was supposed to start today right through until on Monday. We spoke to some of the residents and tourists who are going home disappointed. But how much is it?
I can't explain the disappointment. There are over 200 people that have worked here for the last 2 weeks to make this a reality. So I think we are more disappointed than anyone. But the reality is that the product is here and we are ready to dish it out tomorrow morning.
How much is it, Darren?
Are we talking money? The investment from the city is 3.5 million rand. There's a large investment from our corporate sponsors, Spar, our title sponsor, Spar, from Galaxy Bingo. So the festival is a multi-million rand project. And I think one of the biggest attractions of that is the fact that 98% of that money is spent locally in Nelson Mandela Bay.
How much are the people paying to come here, Darren? That's the one I want to know, really.
So, everything at Splash Festival, other than what you consume, is free. All the activities are free. In some of them, numbers are limited, so booking is essential, but you don't pay for anything other than your food and your beverages at Splash Festival.
All right. Thank you very much, Darren, for giving us all the information. And I'm just going to move out of shot. I don't know if my colleague can just show you guys just some of the food stalls that are here. We do see there's going to be a Biltong King. The burger stall is also on the other corner. Some of the swings and also just where the young children are going to be playing is just far back at the back. But unfortunately, we won't be able to show you that. But I do know that there are visitors who have traveled as far as Bishop. Some of them have traveled as far as Johannesburg, some even Durban, saying they were here to enjoy the festivities that were going to start today, but unfortunately, due to the issue of the wind, things just now are starting to replan. They have to replan the rest of the day for today, but they'll be here again tomorrow. And of course, it is free. Everyone who is in and around Nelson Mandela Bay, UTNEC, Dispatch are called out on their numbers to come through tomorrow and spend some time here with their families. So for now, that's all we have for you to do. Let's back to the studio.
Hopefully the weather plays ball tomorrow. Thank you very much, Siphosethu Booi, for that report.